Hello, I hope that you're doing well. My name is Jeremy, and if you're clicking on this video, you're interested in my journey, my progress with the Bellevue University Doctor of Business Administration program. Over the past few years, I've been uploading videos to share my thoughts, opinions, reactions, reflections, going through the program. I've actually gotten to the point in the program where I have submitted my dissertation and I am ready for defense. In fact, it's been about 5 months since my last update because I've been heavily focused on getting my dissertation to the point where it can be submitted. And in addition to that, life happens, right? So for this video, I'm going to walk you through what I've done to prepare for my dissertation. And then I think in future video, I will talk about the classes that I've gone through over the past 5 months and my growth as a professional. And then also I'll upload mock dissertation defenses. So basically me recording myself using my talk track for the first maybe few videos, and then eventually getting to the point where I can speak to my talk track without having to look at it or reference it. Or read from it, I should say. All of that to help me build my confidence in going forward in my dissertation defense, which I feel pretty good about. So when I think about what I've done to prepare for my dissertation defense, one of the first things that I did was similar to what you're doing now, is going online to look at people defend their dissertation. I did that with dissertations that were not related to my topic and dissertations that were related to my topic. What that did was it helped me develop a sense of what to expect from dissertation defenses, which varies by school. And it also helps me to establish a flow. It helped me build a sense of confidence in my research, validated by what I saw in dissertation defenses related to my topic, like knowing that when they came across certain authors, I was able to come across the same authors, and maybe there were some similarities in our thoughts on what was in the research and maybe some differences. I will say that I feel a lot better having watched dissertation defenses going into my dissertation defense, and wish that it was something that I had done earlier in the program. Again, just to make sure that I had a North Star and stayed with that North Star as I was going throughout updating parts of my dissertation. In addition to watching dissertation defenses, both relevant to my topic and not relevant, I uploaded my dissertation into Google Docs, read through it, and commented, used the comment feature to highlight points of my dissertation that I felt were critical to call out and speak to. And I shared my dissertation with family, friends, and even professional mentors, so that way they could comment on sections that they thought were important, to kind of see if I was in this, if we were all in the same ballpark on what was critically important to highlight. I think as someone who was weeds into or head down or into the weeds of the dissertation, I'm a little bit too close to, to some extent. And having someone read it through a fresh set of eyes will help me see the parts of my dissertation that might be interesting to someone who's never read about the topic or never read a dissertation, or who doesn't speak research or talk, if you will. So I thought that that was really helpful. And so from watching the dissertation defenses, uploading it to Google Docs, and using the comment feature, and having others comment sections that they thought were important, I was able to formulate a talk track based on the dissertation presentation that I submitted. And now I've gotten to the point where I've rehearsed it a few times off camera, and I'd like to, as I said, upload videos of me going through my dissertation defense with the talk track and eventually leaning off of it. I think what that does is it continues to build confidence, such that when I defend my dissertation, the committee feels confident in my ability to be a researcher after I go through this process. And I think that's one of the things that I took away from a dissertation defense. I never walked away from any of the videos feeling like the board or the committee was out to get someone or get a gotcha moment. It felt like they were really assessing the individual's ability to articulate what they put in their dissertation, such that they were a good representation of whatever the standard the university or college has for doctoral students, right? Can they see you as a quote unquote peer now that you've gone through the process? And I think looking at it more like a conversation than it is an opportunity for somebody to catch me in something that I don't know brings a certain level of peace or reduces my anxiety to get through the process. Another thing that brings me confidence is something that I heard often in people uploading similar videos about dissertation prep. You know the work. You've been doing it for the past couple of years, and you are the expert, if you will, on your dissertation because it's your work. So I think a combination of me watching videos, going through it, and going through my dissertation and leaving comments, having those who were my support system leaving comments, writing a talk track and rehearsing it a few times, and eventually doing a mock dissertation has built up my confidence. I think if I were to maybe do this over again as far as prep, I would start my preparation a little bit earlier. I've been combing through my dissertation for the past few weeks, but life happens, right? You have to prioritize work or family or other things, right? So I think starting my preparation a little bit earlier would give me more time to sink in or really digest my talk track in a way that it really just flows. I think one caveat that may be to my advantage is that in previous roles, me being in HR, one of the things that I've always had to do, specifically as an HR business partner, is go into a room with materials and present and talk and anticipate people asking questions that I may not be ready for. And I think having done that for a few years, I have the confidence that I can present my material. It's just one wants to be successful and one wants to be effective in what they're saying. So I think if I have any reservation, because I've put in so much preparation, it's just I want to get through the process and I want to be successful. I want to be effective at communicating what I found within my research. And I think because the topic that I chose was something that is near and dear to my heart, that it will be conveyed in the way that I, articulate my the critical parts of my dissertation that I think I'll be able to highlight. So what I hope that you take away from this video is the dissertation defense is something that you can do. It requires a lot of preparation. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. And the more that you prepare and put yourself in the mindset of a conversation about things that you have been reviewing for the past couple of years, something that you have developed a level of expertise on, with people who want you to be successful and be a good representation of students that have studied at the doctoral level at their university, the easier it becomes. And I know that if you've been following me on this journey, your why should be another reason why you feel confident in going through the dissertation defense. Your support system, the amount of time and energy and other resources that you spent into building up to this point, I think we owe it to ourselves to share with the world the work that we've done. Hope that this helps you. Have a great day.